Hey y'all, Amy here for December with something a little bit different. Now, as you may know, I usually every month for the new release will do a kind of new release intro video where I show you all the stencils that are new for the shop. But if you've been around for a while, and if you've shopped at a Colorful Life Designs for a while, which is an amazing small woman-owned business in Texas, she's a one-woman show, by the way, very impressive. Anyway, if you've shopped there before, you know on December, she doesn't put out a new release. It's the only month of the year that she doesn't put through an official new release. But the cool thing about Mary Kay at a Colorful Life Designs is she never discontinues designs. So what that means is that there are thousands and thousands and thousands of amazing designs that she can make on demand for you from her website. So what she has us on her design team do in December is pick some older stencils. Now, I only picked 4 in this case, Trish, I'm going to show you today, but that's because I probably have 1,000 stencils at this point, and I'm still working through some of them that I haven't been able to create with yet. So this month, it's not a new release. These are some oldie but goodies. So these are new stencils to me, but they're older in the shop, and I'm going to share them with you and maybe give you some ideas on what I'm thinking. But stay tuned. If you want to follow my designs that I make for December, I will have a playlist linked below. And just like everything else in the shop, you can always use my coupon AmyFan10 and save on your complete order. So I'm going to show you these 4 stencils that I grabbed, and do stay tuned this month for how I use them. And always, I encourage you to look around, kind of use that search engine or search box on the top of the website. You can type in any stencil name or any sort of category you're looking for. There's different categories that you can search. Oh my gosh, unlimited inspiration. And usually there's quite a few samples from design team members or people that have submitted their pictures of just gorgeous ways to use these stencils. So even though there's not a new release, I still encourage you to get yourself an awesome holiday Christmas gift and take a look and support this small woman-owned business. So to start, I have this. This is called Fan Petals. How cool is this? Looking at the number here, I'm thinking it probably came out in 2017. How gorgeous is this, guys? Let me show you the size on an A2. So I would probably, just because this is how I roll, I usually kick it off the side, but look at that detail. It is so gorgeous. And this, you could kind of use a magnet to hold it down, or you could use like a temporary adhesive like 𝗵𝗃 spray, which is probably what I would do. Or you could just set it down on your cardstock and spray from above if you have like a distress oxide spray or a shimmer spray or something like that. That would be a fun way to use it without adhesive if you didn't want to use 𝗵𝗃 spray. But very excited about this one. This is called Fan Petals. Gorgeous. Okay. That's number 1. Now, number 2, y'all know I love some Geo. I feel like these are some of the easiest sort of stencils to work with. For one, look, really tight connection points. So it's got a lot of openings, a lot of open space. These are the things I look at, just to back up. The things I look at when I look at stencil designs are the holes big enough to really allow me to lay down a lot of color? Because I like... most of the time, I like a lot of drama. I like that color to really show through. So this is going to lay down a lot of color. But with these lines going from thin to thick, it's also going to incorporate crisp white lines. And y'all know I love some white space. So it's going to be a nice balance of color and white space. And I love stencils like this because even though they're super detailed, really tight connection points. So this isn't going to wiggle around on me when I ink blend too hard, because y'all know that's what I do. I come at it like a lumberjack and then I just bend it all up and it's a train wreck. So stencils like this are kind of Amy proof. Maybe you're like me, maybe you can relate. But I love stencils like this because you don't even necessarily need 𝗵𝗃 spray. I mean, you absolutely can use it, but I'm telling you, you don't even need to. You could even use like a shimmer powder, like the Nuvo shimmer powders, and get a super dramatic background. And you could go subtle and just have this like a texture in the background with like maybe like a big floral or a critter. Or you could just go bold with the color like I like to and slap on a big sentiment and boom, you have a card that works for anyone, even masculine cards. So I love designs like this. Absolutely. There's so many in the shop, but I can never get enough of stencils like this. And this is called Triangle Fade. And this, I think, also was from 2017. So this is a 6x6. Okay, now here we have tree. How gorgeous is this? So this would be great on like a 5x7 card. I'm just gonna look and see how much you could kind of incorporate on this. See, look, even though this is a 4x6, it's still very clearly, if you can see this, very clearly a tree. So this is super fun. Maybe you do this on like a, let's say you want the trunk to be brown. Then maybe you do this on like a craft cardstock or something like that, or like a light brown cardstock. And then that way, the part that gets masked off will be brown, like the branches. And then you could do like a kind of a muted, dramatic, I don't know, sunrise or sunset sort of blend. So lots of options there. Or let's say you just want like the texture and you just want a bunch of stems coming off the bottom. You could turn it this way and then just kind of cover an entire card front like that. And then it just looks like a cool botanical card and not necessarily a tree. So different ways to use this, 6x9. And this is just called Tree. Pretty simple, right? Okay, and then for the final one, and again, this is probably not I'm going to work with throughout the month. This is just the new to me ones that I got from the shop that were older. But this is called Lace Close Up. And it looks like lace if you zoom in. How cool is that? I feel like this one would look really cool with shimmer sprays or like distress oxide sprays. Just to lay down like kind of a dramatic distress sort of look. But look, you can move this around and kind of get this center portion, or you could kind of go like this way and then get the two corners, because you can see this design, it's kind of like two of them next to each other. You could kind of orient it that way, or maybe this way if you want it. That's kind of cool. Like this, you get the bulk of the one here and then another one here. So I also see rainbow when I look at this, but you know, that should come as no surprise. So again, these are for not new, older in the shop stencils to maybe check out and get inspired to use. And like I said, you can use my coupon AmyFan10 at checkout and save on your complete order. That applies for anything in the shop other than Master Creator bundles. So even like the card bling and everything like that. So I hope you enjoyed this little kind of intro to some older stencils for inspiration for December. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.